Hi everybody, this is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. This video is mostly for those on my social media pages who have been contacting me. For those of you who have been following me here on YouTube, you know why I have an absence on social media. And if you are so inclined to listen to this video again of my explanation, I truly appreciate it. So I've been having people reach out to me, and I wanted to at first say thank you for your concern. All is well. And I also wanted to give you an explanation as to why I have been absent. And before I continue, if you hear the music in the background, I do not own the rights to the music. I know an explanation is not necessary, but I think it's important to let people know the truth about who you are. I believe in truth. I believe in the heart. I believe in expressing when there are those who seek to understand. When we can understand something, we can remove a limitation. And that's the reason why we fail to be limitless, because we set so many boundaries. We are so closed off. And I like to do the videos now because you have a chance to feel me. A lot of times when we are reading something, we take in that information based on how we are already feeling in that current time frame. You can read something one day and it can outrage you, and you can go back and read it again and it can inspire you, all depending on how you feel. You shall receive. I also think that there's an importance in becoming more personal again. And I'm going to do my best to not start crying. I already feel. You know, we as a humanity have gotten so far away from really feeling another individual, which is, we've gotten away from living from the heart. And I hope you can stay tuned. If you can stick this out. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm just going to allow things to flow. If you are still with me towards the end of my explanation here, I will try to help you understand what's actually taking place energetically, collectively, and individually. As we all have gotten so far from being really connected, we tend to judge more, hate more, degrade, separate. We stopped communicating with the voice, went to text messages. We stopped mingling with individuals and went to social media platforms for communication. Now, I have never been one who has had a lot of friends. My circle has always been very, very small. And I used to not like that because of I felt so small, unappreciated, unloved. All of that was about me, no one else. Everything that I felt about the world was something that I have learned was the limitations that I set upon myself. My circle is still very small, but so rich. I feel anyway. So I like doing these videos. Of course, if you are on YouTube, you know that that's all I do are videos. And I'm trying to get to the point of being able to make more face connection there in my videos. My days are so lengthy, and I am not someone who gets up and fixes herself on a daily basis, and I don't have a lot of time to rearrange. I am not an individual who has a prop, I guess, or a sitting area like most other YouTubers, or I allow things to flow throughout my day as well as do my day. I don't want to take up so much time in prepping is what I'm trying to say. So back to why I have stepped away from social media. I have been back on social media. I became visible on social media back when I became an online fitness coach with a beach body. I took that very seriously. It was a terrifying time for me, and all of you who have supported me through that time, I truly do appreciate it. It was a necessary phase of my life to teach me about more of who I am. So I began that, in July of 2017, if I'm correct. I posted every single day, several times a day. I showed you my most intimate self, which I always have. I always will. Of course, intimacy does not mean, or being intimate doesn't mean contact always. It doesn't mean showing the skin always. It means showing the heart for myself. I have always expressed my heart, no matter if my post had an attached selfie that showed skin, or if it showed a shake or a meal. It doesn't matter. I gave my heart every single day. Of course, how you took in my message is based upon your own understanding. I gave and gave pieces of me to the world, hoping to open a doorway into your heart to make you, of course, in the beginning, find hope towards dealing with, if you were someone who were suffering from chronic pain. I wanted to give you hope that you could overcome it by finding hope in your life, increasing your faith in your life, and implementing a practice every single day that could make you feel healthier. I wanted to teach others that even if you didn't have chronic pain, you could still get healthy. that weight loss is an effort, that whatever limitations you are placing over yourself can be conquered and you can move forward, and that no amount of weight on your body should deter you from what you are attempting to achieve. I tried to impress upon others from love that whatever you believed in, you could achieve. That's always been my message. That you are capable. You are greater than the limits that you have been setting upon yourself. And it was really easy for me in the beginning when I was the fitness coach to post, because I was doing something. Therefore, I could post about what I was doing. I was exercising. I could write something according to that. I was eating healthy. I could write something according to that. I got to a point where what I thought I was going to do for the rest of my life, I wanted to pursue college courses in enhancing a fitness career. I wanted to really inspire and get those degrees so that I could make others feel more comfortable with coming to me for assistance. So I really thought in my mind that that was what my purpose was going to be. I began to notice that something wasn't right any longer with this, being that online fitness coach through Beachbody. I still stuck it out for another year. I said, no, this might just be because you want to give up. You haven't been really successful. Maybe you should just continue pursuing this for a while. Maybe you're losing hope a little bit because you're not making so much income. Keep going, Christy, keep going. Excuse me. But I began to feel that it was blocking me. So I stopped being that fitness coach, yet I still began posting motivational things. I was still exercising myself, still eating right. But I began implementing more faith because I was finding more power in faith. Yet I had a sense that because I was not showing my skin any longer, people didn't care about my word any longer either. Yet I posted every day. Because I felt in my heart that even if I could touch one life with the words that I share about my experiences, about my faith, about the love in my heart, about where I have come from, about what God was showing me, I have served a greater purpose. Sometimes throughout this, it'll be 4 years in July, I guess. So 3 years, I had tons of things to write about. I know I had lots of things to share. But then there were days and I'm like fighting to find the right words. I would sit here and I would waste my time trying to create a beautiful post. All these beautiful words to give to people who probably really wasn't even looking at my page. I began to feel hopeless. Now I know where I have come from when I began posting about health, fitness, becoming mobile again, removing your physical and chronic pain, to talking about energy and consciousness was completely off the loop. You can't tell me anything different. I know it sounded insane, because I have been the one who's been living this life myself. Behind closed doors, you guys have no idea the transformation that I have gone through. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This fight that I have been on to be my greatest self has been the most difficult, but so rewarding. I have nearly lost everything, only to gain so much more. So, after September 22nd, on the day of September 23rd, I chose not to post anymore. I really had to realize something. I had to face something. And I asked myself, why are you posting? And I had to really be honest. Why are you doing it? And who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself? Is this really what God wants you to do? And I realized I was doing it for myself. I was doing it to keep people that I knew probably didn't like me as friends. I was doing it to keep people who I knew probably wasn't even reading my posts as friends. I was doing it to give hope and love to people who probably didn't even care. I was doing it to be accepted. I was doing it to be loved in return. I was doing it to be noticed. Hard things to really admit to yourself. That was my ego. Through my growth process, this huge transformation that began with healing my body, I have learned that you will have challenges, if you want to call them, tests, if you want to call them, opportunities, I like to say, to choose the greater option. It might be the most difficult choice you'll ever have to do or decide on, but when made correctly, you will receive a greater reward. The heart intelligence is the greatest intelligence that you can choose from. The mind is always trying to trick you into thinking you're doing something right, when oftentimes we're only hurting ourselves. We listen to the fears, listen to the pain, listen to trying to fit in, belong, be loved, acknowledged. And the heart just wants you to let go. On September 23rd, I let go of the need to be there, to be liked, to be loved, to not be judged, to be accepted. I surrendered to a higher power for my calling. I don't accept you or expect you to understand where I'm coming from. I'm asking for understanding, kind of. Open your heart. You know, my purpose and my connection with God is the most important thing to me. It is my 24/7 connection. God is my best friend. And it is my purpose to discover my purpose. And if I am trying to do things what I think I should be doing, what my mind wants me to do instead of what God is speaking towards my heart about, then I'm leaning on my own understanding and not what Spirit is telling me. I'm not trusting in the path that He's trying to reveal. Letting go doesn't mean not having something. Letting go means you're going to open up another door for prosperity in your life, however it is meant to be. I see this time frame that I have been away from social media as my initiation. And it's something that God has spoken to me about many a times. The rite of passage, or a hero's journey. Our life is supposed to take us towards our greatest goal and give us the answers as to why we are here. I have been working every single day for the past 2 years on discovering why I'm here. I've been torn down. My house, my vessel has been demolished, bulldozed to the ground, only to be resurrected. I knew when it was time that God would take me back to posting. If it was His will, I would do so. I didn't know when, didn't know how long, but I know that this time that I have stepped away from social media has been one small step to getting me closer to my purpose. I have suffered. I have sacrificed something that many might see as insignificant for a greater purpose in receiving. When you give up something that you think you must have for God, you will always be given a greater reward. Now, within this time frame, if you realized in the opening of my video, I said I am Christy, the Intimate Warrior. You might be wondering why I have that added to my title. Some of you might have already noticed a change in several of my pages with that title, The Intimate Warrior. That was part of my gift. You know, God speaks in the Bible that He knows you. He knows you before you even got here. He has this detailed book about everything about who you are, where you have been and where you are going. But He also says that this book can be changed. Every time you change to reflect love, you change the future you. That book changes to match the path of your course of your heart. Well, God gave me the name, the Intimate Warrior. And I've officially used it on my YouTube channel. Because I believe in that title. And in making this video today, I give it more power. Why? Because I used the word intimate within this video already. And it gave me such a huge emotion of love in my heart. My heart and my mind placed a connection together. I have always been intimate. I have always been giving and sharing of the pureness of my heart as best as I can. You might not receive it, you might not understand it, but it's always been my intention. And I am a warrior. I have overcome a great battle. So that's part of my explanation to those who care to understand, and for those who have really listened fully to this video. I thank you for receiving it. I thank you for listening first, of course, and if you receive it by feeling within your heart, I thank you as well. You know, in order for faith to work, it has to be felt in the heart. That's how you move mountains. You believe in that power so much that the heart and the mind knows nothing different. I know where I'm headed. I know where God is leading me. It's beautiful. I've had to implement faith, trust, and love in my walk. I've had to allow Him to show me something, no matter how terrifying I thought it was. And I had to overcome that fear and continue walking that walk. God's plan for us is 1,000,000 times greater than any design that we can imagine for ourselves. I decided to do this video because I am now at a higher time of emotion. And I know God is confirming that I will soon be coming back to a point in my life. And it was necessary to make this video. And when I act upon my emotion, the love in my heart, instead of a fear in my mind, I am moving with God in my plan. We are at a divine time in life, and I hope that you are picking up on this vibe. There is a beautiful change that has been taking place, and it has been taking place for some time. A lot of people are misinterpreting this separation that has been handed to us as a negative aspect. They see it as a tremendous struggle. And I send you so much love and compassion your way. And I pray that you find deeper understanding as to what is really taking place. We are embodying the greatest emotion of love. And when we hold on to that frequency, the pureness of what love really represents, we are not separated from God. We are therefore living within our true divinity, and we shall walk that walk of purpose. I was going to add more to this video, but I think I'm going to leave it at this. Again, I thank everyone who has reached out either through messages or on my page. I know there's only been a few people, but I still see interaction going on. And my perspective is one person who is concerned, one person who shows and demonstrates love is enough. I thank you. And I have always loved you all. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.